What's good, YouTube? I got a great video for you guys. Y'all know I've been getting slapped up in the markets, but I got a good friend with me here today. His name is Belz. I got him on FaceTime right now. Say what up to YouTube, bro.
What's happening, man? But
Yeah.
very good knowledge in here.
He about to teach me his strategy that earned him multiple payouts, multiple prop firm pass challenges, multiple accounts that he's grown. I'm gonna put it all right here. This dude is killing in the markets right now, and he's gonna be a next millionaire very soon. So I'm gonna learn his strategy, and I was like, you know what? Why not just record this and teach you guys at the same time too? Because he doesn't do it, so why not me teach you guys what he's about to teach me? So let's get right into it. Let's get into the video.
It's your boy BelzFX, man. We are.
Wait, where's your camera? Your camera's not showing. Where are you?
I'm sharing, but my camera should be on.
No, it's not on. I don't
Let me
see
see.
you. Oh, you can't.
Oh, because I can't share both. No, yeah,
It's all good. It's all good. Don't even worry.
yeah. It's okay. We're good. All right. All right. What's good? What's good? What's good, man? All right. So today we're gonna go over basically a 3-step process that I do in the mornings, between 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock in the morning, based off of whatever market conditions and news. So as you can see here, I closed this trade off here just now. I took my profit because I did have a crazy day today. But again, you can see price is doing exactly what we wanted to do, after grabbing liquidity and tapping into demand. So we're just going to go start out on the higher time frame. So on the 1 hour, obviously NAS is at all-time highs right now, which is crazy to me. We've never been this high, and it's crazy for the last 4 years, 5 years seeing NAS fly and shit itself. It's cool to see that we're at this place. But anyways, back to the point. I seen that price at one point had made this high here. Sorry, this laptop is kind of trash. And it was at this point here. We had made basically a double top here. I don't know if you guys can see that. That's horrible.
Yeah,
All right, so basically, all right, so we had made this double top here. All right. I had also marked off on the lower time frame. I believe it was the 5 minute. Oh my god, I should have held. Okay, on the 5 minute, it was I believe it was a supply sitting up here. Let me just make sure. Yeah, so we had a 5 minute supply sitting up here, and I was basically waiting to see what market would do. I seen price at this point here. I was going to enter after hitting this 5 minute supply area. And obviously we're at all-time highs and stuff. So I really wanted to see a better form of price to show me that it wants to go lower. So I went ahead and waited for a previous daily high to get taken, which we did here, right? And ended up shorting from here. So the basic thing of my strategy is I look for supply and demand on the 15. So between the 15 and the 1 hour time frame. And then between the 1 minute and 5 minute time frame, I'm looking for some type of liquidity grab or a breakout. So in this case here, we'll just use this as an example here. We'll say this is a 15-minute. We'll go to a 15-minute demand. All right, so we'll use this as an example. Let me just take all this shit off the charts. We'll just take all this off the charts. Okay. So we have, we'll say this 15-minute, and I also don't have any colors on my charts because to me you don't need colors. All you really need is
I agree.
All you need is a form of understanding of what you're doing in the market. So here you can see that we have this 15-minute demand area here, right? And price comes and taps into it. Now at this point, I'm looking to see what price does on this time after hitting this demand on the lower time frame. So I'll drop down to the 5 minute and I'll see what we have here. We also have we have a 5 minute demand here as well, right? You can mark that off if you want. I really don't care to do it. All right. So the 3 minutes, this is where I go ahead and either look for a break of a candle or a liquidity grab. So in a sense, we have this little form of liquidity here. It's a low, right? We got that grabbed, or you can even say this low here as well. I kind of like this low better because we have 2 wicks, right? Kind of made like a double bottom and then took off. So this right here is better liquidity for me than this would be here, right? So I kind of just put all three of you together, right? So 15-minute, we have our 15-minute demand, right? 3 minute, we have our 3 minute liquidity grab. And then on the 1 minute, we have the break, right? The break of a candle entry. So this is here where I would enter off the break of a candle. So I guess you could say Doyle's, right? A Doyle strat as far as his entry, the break of a candle. And then I target the most recent high, right? So it would be this high here. I would target this. This would be a cool, let's see, 1 to 3. Nice little play here. Stop loss is kind of iffy with me. I usually do, if anything, if I'm low enough, I'll if I get the break low enough, I'll do the bottom of the 15-minute demand. Or if it's a bullish move and it's continuing to go higher here, as soon as we break, I'll put stops here at the bottom of the structure or the low that was made, or high at the point of entry. Um, and after that, I just let the trade do what it do. As far as like keeping SL and profit, I have a special way of doing it. So anytime I'm up a 1-to-1 on the position, I will move my stops. I won't move my stops yet to break even. So if I'm up to 1-to-1, I'll keep it there. I'll keep my stops normal. 1-to-2, I am looking for. Once I hit 1-to-2, my stop automatically goes to a 1-to-1. So I'll just go ahead and do it here. All right, I have a risk to reward thing here. Okay, so this would be entry. This would be stop loss. So if I'm hitting a 1-to-2, my stop automatically goes to a 1-to-1. If I hit a 1-to-3, my stop loss automatically goes to a 1-to-2. So I'm just following all TPs with my SL is following all previous TPs. And that's basically how I'm able to stay afloat on funded accounts or even challenge accounts. So if I'm a perfect example, if I'm up, if my stop loss is 500 and I'm up 1,000, I'm moving my stop loss to 500 in profit. And then it just goes by that. If I'm risking 500, which I usually do, if I'm up 500, I'm moving my stop loss to the previous 500 spot. And that's how I'm able to stay afloat. And most likely, some of the times, if market just continues in one direction, I won't really. I don't really worry about price coming back down to stop me out. And if it does, regardless, I come out with the win at the end of the day. So if it's 500 or if it's 2,500 or if it's 5,000, doesn't matter. It's still I come out with the win at the end of the day.
Yo, I have so. Are you done? Or are you done? Or you got more?
That literally is it. It's literally 3 things. It's the 15.
I have some questions.
So you.
So first of all, I want to say we trade similar as fuck. This is pretty much the same shit I do. I just don't use the 3-minute, right? Same area of interest. Like I call it area of interest, you call it supply and demand. Whatever. It's the same shit that in this shit. Essentially what we're doing. But you're taking a break of the candle. I know Doyle's strategy. I just don't do it. I think it's super aggressive. It does work, but it's super aggressive to take a trade. I am more conservative, but maybe I do have to go more aggressive. I seen it. When was it? I think it was Tuesday when I took a trade and I got a W. I seen that I only got the W because I took the break of the candle entry. So maybe that's what I'm missing from my strategy. But this strategy is still nice. I want you to show me how you do your 15-minute area of interest, supply and demand. That point that you're looking for on the 15-minute. Just go back to the 15-minute and show me.
If I'm looking at, I'm basically it all ties in. Oh damn, TP hit. So it all ties into whatever time you're on. So whatever time it is. So you kind of technically want to look for it between 8 and 10 o'clock, right? Between 8 and 10 o'clock, you want to look for a demand or supply, depending on. So obviously we're bullish. You want to, in this sense, I would look for a demand. So in this sense here, right? This was 6 in the morning, right? This was 6 in the morning. But when it came back down to that supply or that demand, it's 8:45. So between at 8 o'clock, I'm sitting here looking at price at between 8 o'clock. So I automatically mark off your area of interest, right? And I mark it off. And in order for me to take a trade, I need price to.
Can you widen your screen just a little bit so we can see more of it?
Yeah. So.
Yeah, like that.
So I want to wait for price to go ahead and come back into this area. If it doesn't come back into this area, then I want nothing to do with it.
Why is that candle your area of interest though? Why is that? Why did you pick that candle?
Because it's the previous candle before this big.
The big push. Okay, yeah. I usually use the whole zone. Like you know what I actually do? I use the wick of that candle before that move. So I usually like to wait for it to dig even deeper pause to
Oh,
get
so in
a,
here,
yeah, like that right there.
but
So I
that
wouldn't
then
have
that's
caught
what
that entry. Maybe I would have caught it
I
later.
I used to do that because I used to do that as well. I used to wait for it to dig deeper because when I used to do Doyle strategy, I would get in aggressively, but then that bitch would just dig deeper and deeper and deeper and just eat all my eat up my account, right?
Right.
And then go my way. But what I've learned from here is that once we get into this level and I drop down to my entry time frame, so between the 1 and 5, so I'll just drop down to the 3, right? Or no, the 1. I'll drop down to the 1 minute. And once you see that price is able, because for me, I don't want to see price come and break this candle. If it has all this momentum to keep going downward, I want this candle to close how it closed as a fucking basically a reversal pin bar or a reverse hammer, right? Whatever. And I want to see this next candle just come up a little bit maybe and just shit itself, right? And I that's the momentum and volatility I want to see coming out of here. But then again, we're not even in New York Open yet, right? This is 9 o'clock. It's about to be 9 in the morning. Usually, what I've been seeing as well is between 9:25 for some reason, 5 minutes before market open, there's crazy volume, right? 8:40 between 8:30 and 8:45 is weird, crazy volume. So I just that's just from experience. And so basically here, once I seen that price came up and broke this candle, it took me a minute to enter, right? I just waited for price to come back down a little bit, right? It was just fluctuating, and I got in here. Stops were here, and I just let the volume take off by
So
itself.
show me the break of the candles, that one candle that had the doji kind of, or the, I don't know what the
Yeah, okay.
candle.
So as soon as we come in, I drop down to the 1 minute. We came into the zone, right?
Mm-hmm.
This candle here, right? I want to see this candle either get eaten to the downside or to the upside, right? I want to see that middle candle. I want to see that candle either get eaten to the upside or to the downside,
Well, so
right?
why not the
And
other
so
candle that's more bullish? That's more bearish.
this
It
one right
has like a
here,
bigger body. Yeah, no, the next one.
this one.
Yeah, why didn't you take the break of the candles high off of that bearish
I
engulfing?
mean, you could. So I do have another way of entering as well. It's the I guess the inside bar you could call it, and it's just the 1, 2, 3 concept. So it would be right. It's the one we got the big bearish candle. Then this candle for me would have to close 50% of the bearish candle here, and then I would take the break of the candle on the next candle. So if this candle, I would have took it like that too. So if this candle, right, if I mark off 50% of that bearish candle that went into the zone, okay, I would need for me to enter with the inside bar strat, I would need this middle candle here to close above here, right? To close 50% of this candle, and then this next candle, I would have took the entry as well. So that is a more conservative way for me is the inside bar play, right? And when we come into these zones.
Okay.
So inside bar, bearish, right? 50, you need a 50% close on the next candle, and then the next candle, you take the candle break. But aggressive, right? If price just shows it closed downward 50%, to me, it's getting all these sellers in like, okay, yeah, this is gonna keep selling. Look at the selling pressure, blah blah blah. All the candlestick traders, right? They base themselves off of wicks and stuff. And if they would have seen this, like, okay, yeah, market is rejecting 50% of this bearish candle, I think this next candle is going to open and fall, right? For me, I'm waiting just for the breakout of the bottom or the high of this middle candle. So this middle candle is basically obviously the middleman, right? But that next candle is going to tell me exactly where price wants to go next. So if this candle didn't come up and eat the high of the middle candle, I'm waiting for the break of this candle here. And if it broke here before eating here, I'm taking sells
You
and
taking
continuing
sells?
sells.
Really?
I would continue sells. Yeah,
So
because in a sense,
what is the area of interest for? Isn't it like a reversal kind
yeah,
of area?
the area of interest is a reversal area. But now think about it, okay? If we have this short-term sell right here, we have a short-term sell. And if price decided just to dig deeper, right? Just to dig deeper, obviously we would go here and we would mark off the 1 minute. Well, so we'll mark this off here. So I'll just mark it off now. We'll mark off the 1 minute demand, right? To where price will possibly go deeper. And we'll see if it tapped there. We ain't even tapped there yet, right? So in a sense, if it breaks this, that would probably be a loss for me because I'd probably be like, all right, cool. I'll take the break, take the sell. And if it sells, all right, it sells, I was lucky. But in a sense, it would probably tap here and then take off again. The only way I would sell if it was in this sense an area of interest possibly, and it was the break of a candle, is if it was 930, because
Mm-hmm.
930, it's going to go one way, it's going to fly that way or fall that way with
Right.
volume. So I would take the break of that at 930.
So would you say this strategy works best before 9:30?
Yeah, because you see, I'm mostly in before 9:30. I do take, obviously, like today, it was a good fucking day. Price was just respecting my levels. But 9:30, I love 9:30 because of the volume. So if I'm in a trade before that, right, I like to be in before 9:30 because 9:30 kind of just vaults itself
In
in
your
my,
direction.
in my direction. So if
Right.
I'm in buys way down here at 8 o'clock, right, and Nas just wanted to fucking Nas at 9:30 ends up taking off, I'm already in these buys. You know what I'm saying? I'm
But
maximizing
didn't you
position.
say when your risk reward ratio, right? If it moves
Exactly,
to
but
like TP2 or TP3,
exactly,
you're gonna move your stop loss under
exactly.
the previous TP.
I'm gonna keep exactly. I'm gonna keep moving it, right? I'm gonna keep moving it. That's in the sense if I'm being conservative, if I want to make a special time in the day. Sometimes you know me, I will if I want to hold, I'll hold, or if I'll keep it at break even because I feel like prices, just doing what it's doing, just trying to correct itself.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll do that. But for what got me to start making payouts, right, and passing challenges was that conservative move of moving stop loss to the
Oh, okay,
TPs
okay,
and
because
just
you're always protecting your downside. I do the
yeah,
same. I do, but I
yeah,
use it structure. So when I see like a new high or low created, structure, I'm putting my stop loss right there, and it saves me
yeah.
some
So
money.
basically, all it is all I use is liquidity, right? So liquidity, price action, market structure. That's it,
Right, right. It's
right?
kind of the same thing for me. Liquidity,
Yeah,
price
it's
action,
it's the
market
same
structure. That's
thing.
it.
And then
We just enter
the
differently.
exactly, but again, you go for one to ones, right? Most
Well,
of the time.
no, not necessarily. I'm just taking the safe approach right now that I've been getting spanked, but I do go for
Okay,
one to twos.
I feel that. I feel that. No, yeah, I fucking it's been a long journey, but once I realized that moving stop loss for me, moving stop loss to TPs, previous TPs after they got hit, it helped me so much
You can
because
stop sharing your
it,
screen if you're done.
oh okay, at the end of the day, it helped me out a lot. It helped me out a lot. It helped me realize that any profit is okay, and
Right.
I don't necessarily need I
TP5 or TP6.
don't need eighty
Right.
thousand. And so it is it's helped a lot.
I feel
But
like that's that way of doing it is being aggressive or defensive. Yeah, defensively
yeah,
aggressive. So like you're trying to protect your downside as much as possible. Sure, it's going up, but you don't care how far it goes up. You just cared about it not coming back down, like past a
exactly.
certain area.
So if it comes back down, I usually tell myself, all right, if I'm sitting at TP3, it comes back down, hits me at TP2,
You took
regardless,
something.
because I always risk 500, right?
Right.
And boom, right? I'm up 1,000. Do I take another trade or do I not? Now, the only way I would take another trade is if the setup I'm seeing is 100% to me. If it's not 100%, if I'm even doubting myself or hesitant,
Mm-hmm.
close my laptop, I walk away.
Makes
Simple.
sense.
Today,
Psychology
I took,
move.
I took two trades today, right? I took one. I took sales after a previous day high, the liquidity got taken,
Right.
and then I took buys after I seen London low, a liquidity point get taken. I saw a structure on the 1 minute, entered off the 1 minute, and I ended up getting that short term bullish movement.
Mm-hmm.
And I closing early because again, Andre reminded me in the chat that you took enough today.
I'm not
Take
gonna
your
lie to
brain.
you, bro. We trade exactly the same. So yes, thank you for you breaking down your strategy. The only thing we don't trade is the same as the entry. Everything we do from the top to the bottom is the same.
Well, we'll get more. We'll deep dive into it more.
Yeah,
'Cause I
we'll
really
get back,
want you to try it. I feel like if you try it, bro, it will
bro.
change
As I'm trying to
everything.
show you, we trade the same. We
We
just
do
trade different
in the
entries.
same.
That's it. If
Okay,
you
well,
all you're talking about right now is the entry.
I need you to be more aggressive. If you
Yeah,
could be
I'm
more
very
aggressive, bro, you would
conservative,
be
bro. I'm
fucking.
just not an
You
aggressive
would hit
person.
it, bro. It's
Bro,
okay
I
to be
have all of
aggressive,
my
bro.
I still have 2 fucking funded accounts for the last 5 months. There's a reason for that. Cuz I'm very conservative,
Well,
bro.
yeah. I mean, okay, we have in my group we have a guy D, and he's had his funded for a year.
Right, you got to be a certain type of way to be able to hold accounts that long. I'm not going to lie to you. You can't be aggressive and keep all your accounts. Thank you, Belz, for showing me your charts, man, showing YouTube what you do on a regular. Hopefully this helps you guys back at home. Watch it again. If you have any questions, leave it in the description box. I'm gonna send it to Belz and we'll run another video if you guys want it. Thank you guys, till next time.
A more deeper dive.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it, man.